It's the Utah Utes and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, Dave Bobbitt, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game in Tennessee. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. For a big play right off the bat. Intercepted in the first drive. Ends my pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. It's Bishop. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Ready, go! Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here we go. Ready. Ready, go. Snaps it in the shotgun. They're all over it. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Got to make the play on 4th. Right side, it's Davis. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, Get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32. Soft spot. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Second and long here. They want to throw it. Out wide left, it's Fleming. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw again. On target. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives him the first down. Move to his right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it behind the line. It's Bishop. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. They were all over it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. They get to him as he throws. That's caught. It's Matthews. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. and it's intercepted. He tried to set up the screen, and the defense was right there. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Handoff, Durham running left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Tells the run, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Second down, going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Out wide right, it's Staley. What a cut, now he's loose. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. The throw. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best players, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Vols will have it 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Bishop. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love it.
Makes a catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Just smothered on the play. Utah now calls the timeout. They'll have one left. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown ball! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 13-7. So the 16-play drive and finish the deal with a short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Running inside. It's Brady. Driven back. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The Volunteers will call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Slots it away.
The defenders have to really understand body position and where the football's coming from. Great job understanding that. Getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play in that defense.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Finds him out of the backfield. And it's caught, but he stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on fourth down.
No, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just has to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half.
Booster!
Sells the run, looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Selling the fake. He lets it fly. Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. Making the adjustment. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
He finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust, and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are in this drive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Handoff, Caden Durham. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the #1 team, the Delaware Blue Hens. And it's the Bruins. Not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Going to the run to start this second half. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The fake and wants to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Left side, it's Jackson. Turns it on to midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Hits the hole. It's Bishop. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Setting up the screen. There he goes! That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
3rd down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field. That plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
He's past the sticks. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. That'll be enough for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Off play action on first down. Buying time to his right. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And what a play by the defensive end. That time they ran bootleg right at him. He did not bite on the play fake. He already had a head of steam. It wasn't a great fake by the quarterback. I think the DN saw it, and then he just used his speed. He was able to...
He's got room. Got enough space. Touchdown, Volunteer. And that one will give him the lead. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
How about the OC slipping in the screen pass, trying to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come off the field, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Flip it out to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Durham one more time. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots. Shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Makes the grab.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finds his man on the RPO. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And
touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. From the gun. Oh, pressure's coming. Big sack. This defense all over it.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. And the most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they forced an advantageous situation on 3rd and long.
Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. And the Vols line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. With a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Back's got it on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Driving forward, it's Durham. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Utes heading quickly to the line. Caden Durham again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Utes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Volunteers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Drops back on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks, the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Rush right in his face. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and look to play another day.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They put the brakes on it. So they'll use a timeout here. 1
but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
This offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter. It's only by one possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Volunteers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Second down to the air. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Again. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They're going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Big fella moving. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point if we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Got his man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock, and they're just running their offense.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 39. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The return there really got started. Boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need to stop it. A really good job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for the offense to go out and win this ball.
They'll prison this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's David. He's loose. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but
nerves coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Gets it on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeps it moving. It's Gordon. Knocked down immediately. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll send out the kicker here. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. And it's good! And guys, that's the field goal. Now they have the lead. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. Home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoil.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game. And I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.